Tammy for sitting down with us. We are in Tammy's rental house in Volcancito Village in Boquete. And you've been here for how long now?
About 2.5 months.
Right, okay. And can you tell us a little bit about where you came from? What made you want to check out Panama?
Yeah, so I'm originally from Georgia, but I've been living in Alaska for the past 10 years and then finally retired. And I was looking for some place to retire that was a little warmer, reasonably priced. So I looked at a bunch of different places actually. I looked at Ecuador and Mexico, Costa Rica, and then Panama. And I started researching Panama and thought, well, that sounds really nice. And then I came on the tour with you guys, and that just, I knew instantly when we got to Boquete that this was the place for me.
Yeah, and what about Boquete made you want to be here?
The mountains,
Okay.
but you're close to the beaches, so you can go to the beach easy, but you don't have to live in the hot beach weather.
Mm-hmm.
And the community, everybody is just so nice.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Expats and locals,
right, yeah.
Yeah, but I've been hearing that a lot as far as feedback from our tour guests lately. It's like, it's just such a great sense of community here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and even, you know, my Spanish is limited, I'm trying to learn, but using a few words of Spanish and people are really, you know, excited for you to speak a little bit. And,
yes, yeah, has it been challenging having limited Spanish, although you've been practicing, right?
I've been practicing, but yeah, I mean, sometimes there's challenges. The hardest thing in the beginning was the grocery store, only because of trying to read labels and everything.
Right.
I hadn't even thought about that. But I've kind of figured out what I like to buy, and then you know, when I need to communicate with somebody who doesn't speak any English, Google Translate works as well.
Yeah, and even in the grocery stores, it's like everything's just in different places than
Right.
you're used to, too.
Right. Yeah, and it's interesting because I know I've heard some people talk about the high cost of groceries here, and unless you're trying to buy, you know, American-made products that are imported, groceries are, at least compared to Alaska, dirt cheap here.
Yeah. The more local you get, the better prices.
Yeah, I don't ever buy like fruits and vegetables and stuff at the grocery store. I buy those locally, and you know, I paid $8 for an avocado once in Alaska, and for $8 here you get a bag full of stuff. So
yeah, completely.
Yeah,
if you get if an avocado is $1, it's like this big.
Huge. Yes. Yeah, I mean, you get a pineapple for $1 some places. So.
Yeah. Oh, hi, we have a visitor.
Yeah, this is Raven.
Speaking of the cats,
yes.
How was it moving the cats here?
It actually was a lot smoother than I expected. I had talked to Rod, and originally Rod was gonna help me move them myself, and then I broke my leg, which made it impossible for me to manage the carriers and everything. So I worked with a company that y'all recommended, Petsco Global, and it was amazing. They did everything. They kept me posted every step of the way. The cats did perfectly fine coming here. So
fantastic. Yeah, that's always a worrisome one for people getting their four-legged loved ones here.
Yeah, it was definitely the most stressful. And I have 3 cats, so it was, you know, 3 of them.
For now.
Yeah.
I saw a few on the street driving in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you've had kind of a unique experience having to use the medical system right when you moved here. How has that been?
Amazing. And I practiced medicine as a PA in the U.S. for 41 years. And then coming here, the orthopedist that I've seen, it costs $40 for the visit, and he spends 45 minutes minimum with you. No paperwork, no insurance, nothing to worry about. Very, very much more whole person oriented than, say, an orthopedist would be in the U.S. And I mean, you call for an appointment and you get an appointment in 2 days. You know, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I know. That's been my experience too. Like my doctor my obstetrician and then my pediatrician for Noah. I mean, I can just text them anytime with a question and they get right back to me. And yeah, it's really personable service here.
Yes. Yeah.
So what is kind of your day-to-day life like here in Boquete? It's been 2.5 months. Do you have sort of a routine now?
I'm starting to get there. The first 6 weeks I wasn't very mobile, so it's really only been about a month that I've been getting out. But yeah, most days I'll go either to one of the expat markets, the Tuesday or the Thursday market. I go check out different fruit stands and stuff and pick up some veggies. Let's see, yesterday I went for a walk in the park, which is going to be a regular thing now. That park is so beautiful.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I play bingo on Tuesday nights, which is loads of fun, and it's both expats and locals, and they call it in English and Spanish. So
oh, nice.
Yeah, so I've gotten in with a little group of people there. So
awesome.
So
getting well acquainted.
Yes.
Beautiful. All right, and then I guess a little testimonial. What was your experience coming on tour with us? After tour support, how has that been for you?
The tour was so much fun. It was a small group. We got to see lots of different places. I enjoyed seeing, the old city in Panama City, and then the different beach communities we went to, and then getting information directly from attorneys and an insurance agent and that sort of stuff was helpful. But I'll say the after tour support is what really seals the deal. It has been phenomenal. I don't think I could have, maybe I could have done this on my own, but it would have been really hard. And having y'all introduced me to a banker, to a lawyer, to a rental agent, and knowing that I can trust those people. It's just, I know I can, at any time all I have to do is WhatsApp one of you, and anything I need, y'all will help out with. So that's just been amazing.
Oh.
I couldn't come, I bought a car on a visit because it takes a while for the car to get delivered, and intended to be back in time to get the car, and then with my broken leg I was delayed. So Oscar went and picked my car up for me, and
we were doing some back and forth with the woman who was organizing, making sure you had all your paperwork and things. Yeah, well, that's the goal, because sometimes not everyone's perfect. Sometimes somebody we recommended doesn't answer, and our goal is that everyone has a smooth, enjoyable transition here. So we love for our tour guests to reach out and say, like, hey, this person isn't answering me, or I need help with this, or maybe you have a unique situation, and we want to make sure you're connected with the right people, because like anywhere, you can get connected with wrong people sometimes too.
Yeah, one of the funniest things to me originally was, people talk about the bureaucracy in Panama can be more complex, and when I went to get my temporary residency card and my temporary driver's license, the attorney sent somebody with me to guide me around and translate, and she apologized in advance for how slow the driver's license office was. Now, the last time I went to the driver's license in Alaska, I waited 6.5 hours. I was in and out in 45 minutes in David with my actual license with me. So I thought it was amazing.
Yeah, I know. They are pretty efficient in David. Immigration too.
Immigration, I don't think I waited more than 5 or 10 minutes any of the times I went. So
I had similar experience. Last time I renewed my license in Pennsylvania, I had to go to a few different offices before I didn't have to wait 3 hours. Okay, so my last question is, do you have, thinking back on maybe you a few years ago and the people that might be watching this video and thinking, I'm curious about Panama, should I check it out? Is it for me? What might you have to say to that person?
Definitely check it out. You have to be open-minded. It's not the United States, it's not Canada. Certain things are very different here, but if you're open-minded and flexible and looking for a nice place to live, I would definitely recommend it. And I think the tour is a great way to see different parts of the country. And the other thing on the tour I was going to mention that's what you can't really do on your own is at each location we were at, we met expats. So you could talk to people who had moved here and see what their lives were like. So
Yeah.
that was really helpful.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
This
thank
has
you.
been wonderful.
Yeah.
And bye everyone. We'll catch you in the
Bye.
next video.